Bicol is a region that has been home to many historical places since the early days of the Philippines. The native people are known to have lived in Bicol for centuries, and they have left behind their mark on the landscape with their art and architecture. The area is also known for the rich biodiversity and beautiful beaches.
Before we dig deeper about Bicol history and culture, Bicol has their own culture and their land was called Ibalon before in the year 1570. The Bicol Peninsula has southern part named as Tierra de Ibalon, while the northern part was named Tierra de Camarines. Let's talk about where the word Bicol came from. Bicol and Bicolnon both refer to the people, culture, and language of the Bicol region. It is believed that the word Bicol came from Bico, the name of a river that flows into San Miguel Bay. Additionally, the ancient native term Bicod and the bamboo trees known as Bicol or Bicol that line rivulets are potential sources which are also known as twisted or bent.
The Bicol region is also known for its ecosystem having farmlands left to right and the locals there being in touch with nature. The first three things that comes to mind when you hear the word Bicol are the Pilinot, the Mayon volcano, and Bicol Express because Bicolanos are known as peoples who enjoy spicy foods. Numerous celebrations throughout the year highlight the rich cultural heritage of Bicol. Since the majority of Bicolanos are Roman Catholics, religious celebrations will never be forgotten. A festival called Our Lady of Peña Francia Festival, where people of Bicol are so fond of celebrating on the third Saturday of September in Naga City to pay honor and give thanks to the Virgin of Peña Francia, miraculous patroness of the Bicol region.
On the other side, there are other celebrations that highlight the region's variety. There are also festivals that highlight the diversity of the area, like the Ibalong Festival, a non-religious festival in Legazpi City, Albay, and is held in August. The festival celebrates the epic tale of Ibalong, who was accompanied by three legendary heroes, namely Baltog, Handyong, Bantong, and other ancient heroes. People parade in the streets wearing masks and costumes to imitate the appearance of the heroes and the villains, portraying the classic battles that made their way into the history of Bicol. The Ibalong Festival aims to express warmth and goodwill to all people. Visitors and tourists are encouraged to celebrate with the Bicolanos.
One of the things that Bicol is widely known for is its active volcano, namely Mount Mayon, is dubbed as a perfectly volcanic cone because of the symmetry of its shape. In admiration of the majestic Mayon's beauty and splendor, this festival is labeled as Magayon, a Bicol term which means beautiful. Fun fact! Did you know that the Bicol region is rich in epic tales that make up a huge part of their culture? One great example of this is the epic story The Ibalong, featuring the bravery and strength of three heroes named Baltog, Handyong, and Bantong. The three men fought against the evil creatures including one-eyed monsters, giant flying sharks, crocodiles as big as boats, and more. This epic teaches the Bicolanos to be brave. As humans, we experience different challenges every day. In the story, the three heroes defeat all the monsters because they have courage to do so. We should imitate their bravery. If we stay weak, we will never overcome our enemies. If we will always be afraid, we will never stop them from doing wrong. We need to overcome our fear. Maybe this is the reason why mostly Bicolano people are dubbed as brave.
Sounds interesting, right? But wait, there's more. Now that we talk about the side of Bicol regions where their braveness is coming from, now let's have a look and proceed where the romance in Bicol region blooms. Mayon volcano is very widely known not only in our country, but also in other foreign, where it is the most active volcano in the Philippines. Just like early in January of 2018, the volcano erupted. But behind its scary history of eruption, there's a story behind the majestic, perfectly coned creation that the people in Bicol region believes. A story of star-crossed lovers with a tragic ending that led to the rise of the volcano, ang alamat ng bulkang Mayon. The story revolves around the two lovers, Daragang Magayon and Handyong. who came from the rival tribes. Their love affair was prohibited by their families, so they both decided to run away together. When their families learned about this, they engaged in a bloody tribal war. This caused them too much pain that it came to a point that the two of them commit suicide. Their families buried the two separately. After several months, people from the tribe of Daragang Magayon noticed a mountain growing at her grave called Bulkang Magayon, and later on, Bulkang Magayon, describing its beautiful shape just like the Damsi. And like that, history.
But don't be fooled by the myths. This volcano is known for its beauty is also a killer. Mayon is a highly active stratovolcano with recorded historical eruptions dating back to 1616, and 1814 eruption was recorded to be worst eruption of Mount Mayon, which took thousands of lives of Bicolnon.
These are the top historical sites located in Bicol. First one is Mount Mayon. Of all the volcanoes in the Philippines, Mayon volcano or Mount Mayon is the most iconic because of its perfect cone shape. The rocks near Mayon volcano are almost 20 million years old. Layers of lava flows and pyroclastic surges from weathering and previous eruptions form the perfect shape. According to legend, its name was derived from Magayon, a Bicolano word that means beautiful, which is more than adequate to express how stunning this natural beauty is from every viewpoint.
Cagsawa Ruins. For almost 2 centuries, the Cagsawa Ruins has stood as a symbol of Bicol region's impressive landscape, rich history, and the people's strength and resiliency to face the rise from the ravages of Mother Nature. On February 1, 1814, the Mayon volcano erupted with the strongest force in recorded history, buried the whole town of Cagsawa. The calamity killed over 1,000 people, including hundreds who sought safety in the stone church during the eruption but were tragically overwhelmed by the fast-flowing volcanic waste. After the eruption, the belfry and the parts of facade were all that remained of the 16th century Cagsawa church, but the facade fell over time, leaving only the old bell tower surviving today. It is currently connected by a wooden cross, which was installed where the church altar once stood. The Cagsawa ruins are now one of the most prominent tourist destinations in Albay province. Set against the spectacular backdrop of their creator, the Mayon volcano, the location now known as Cagsawa Ruins Park is both ancient and scenic, and it has even been designated a national cultural treasure.
And lastly, the Raga Church. The Raga Church in the Raga Albay is also known as Our Lady of the Gate Church or Nuestra Señora de la Cruz Church. The Raga Church was established by Franciscan missionaries in 1773. When the Raga was still a barrio under the jurisdiction of Cagsawa, several settlements including Cagsawa were destroyed during the Mayon volcano eruption in 1814. The Cagsawa survivors elected to relocate to the Raga and continue to attend Sunday Mass at the Raga Church. The church is notable for its distinct architecture, which combines Renaissance Gothic and Mexican Baroque designs. It also has 4 spiral columns with medallions depicting the 4 Franciscans in the center. The church exterior is composed of volcanic stone with beautiful decoration. The National Museum designated the church as cultural treasure in 2007 and granted permission for renovation to protect the church structure. A lime coating was applied, however, it did not take away the church's old look. But don't worry, the old look will return in due time.